Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I want to go over one of the best weapons for budget runs and cheap quest runs. Now you're going to need a Prapor at rank 2 at minimum to start using this weapon effectively. And the weapon we're going to be using is the Shrimp 9x21 pistol. And because of the ammo for this weapon, this thing is very strong. And because of the barter at rank 2 Prapor, this weapon is also incredibly cheap. So you can get 2 of these pistols for the barter of just 1 blue gunpowder per reset. Now blue gunpowder is usually sitting at around 12 to 13k like it is right now. You can usually get it at 10k pretty easily if you just refresh a few times depending on what time you're searching for it. So it's around 10,000 for the pistol itself with an 18 round magazine. And also at rank 2 of Prapor, you can buy the magazines for 1600 rubles. These are 18 round magazines, incredibly cheap, and you have your weapon and the magazines already. Now at rank 2 of Prapor, you also get 1 of the bullets unlocked for this weapon, and this is technically the worst bullet for the gun, but it's still pretty decent, especially for cheap budget runs. So this ammo, the PGZH, is actually going to be more of a leg meta round because it can only pen up to class 2 and it doesn't pen class 2 very well, but the base damage is 65 and it has a decently high fragment chance, and it has chances to cause heavy and light bleeding. So if you're just using this pistol right when you get to rank 2 of Prapor and you're using the PGZH, you're going to want to be shooting for arms or legs. And you can also buy 400 of this ammo per reset. It's 164 rubles per shot, and it is a semi-automatic pistol, so that amount of ammo should last you quite a few runs, and you're not going to be spraying out ammo, so the ammo in general is very cheap. And even though this pistol is considered more of a budget weapon, it's also one of the 2 best pistols in the game in my opinion, and that's because of how good the bullets get once you get the better bullets. So if you get to rank 3 Prapor, you can start buying PS rounds and PEGZH rounds. Now PEGZH rounds, which are the more expensive ones, are more leg meta rounds. These actually have lower pen than the PGZH, which are the rank 2 rounds we just went over, but these have 80 base damage per shot, and they have the same chance to cause heavy and light bleeding. So these actually have really high flesh damage. So if you get a few good hits on a leg or an arm of an opponent, it's going to end up killing them. Then you also have PS rounds. Now these are quite a bit cheaper, but these are still pretty good rounds, and these are more for shooting armor because these rounds can actually pen up to class 6 armor. Now it has a low chance once you start to get to class 5 and class 6 armor, but it can still pen that, and it has a really good chance to pen class 1 to class 4 armor, which is where most of the player base is still going to be. So you can just shoot for face shields or shoot for the chest, and you're going to be pretty good with these rounds, and these rounds still have 49 base damage. So they're still pretty good rounds in terms of flesh damage, and then they have that pretty decent pen. And these are really cheap as well. They're actually slightly cheaper than the PGZH rounds, which is what you can get at rank 2. And then the PEGZH, which are the really good leg meta rounds, basically rip rounds for this weapon, are a bit cheaper. But like I said, since it's a semi-automatic pistol, you're not going to be spraying out ammo. So even at 215, the ammo is pretty cheap. And then once you get rank 4 of Prapor, which I currently don't have either, you can actually get BTGZH rounds. Now once you get these rounds, this weapon, even though it's still very cheap and the rounds at 381 are still pretty cheap themselves, becomes really good. This is almost like switching to a different caliber of round because this ammo type is so much stronger than the other rounds. So the base damage of BTGZH goes up to 63. Now to compare, the PS rounds, which are the other armor pen rounds for this pistol, are only at 49 base damage. So it's a massive increase to the base damage. And then these BT rounds, just like the PS rounds, can pen all the way up to class 6, but this just pens everything past class 3 a little bit better than the PS rounds. So it has a medium pen chance for class 6 from these BT rounds, but being able to pen all the armor a bit better and having that pretty massively increase base damage, these BT rounds just become really good. I've taken out whole squads this wipe with this ammo just because of how much base damage it does while still being able to pen armor pretty effectively. Now, if you don't have the vendor, it's going to be pretty rare that you actually want to buy any of this ammo from the flea market. I was able to find rounds for 400 a piece at one point, but this ammo seems to be pretty rare to be found in raid, so I wouldn't worry about getting this unless you have Prepper 4. And you can also mod this pistol out a little bit if you want to do a silenced run or if you like sights on them. Personally, I've been modding all my shrimps out like this. I've been doing some nighttime raids to try to get some quests done a little bit easier, and I just like the silenced pistol with the sight. So personally, I'll use the Delta Point reflex sight that you can put on the top of this, and you just put the shrimp quad rail mount on it that allows you to put a sight on it and a flashlight, especially if you're doing those nighttime runs. Then you can put the shrimp sound suppressor mount and put the shrimp suppressor on it. And none of these items are going to be that expensive. Depending on what vendors you have, I think it's around 70 to 80k for this full built pistol if you want to put some extras on it. But even if you put nothing on the pistol, it is still going to be a very strong budget weapon. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go over for what I think is one of the best budget and questing weapons currently in the game, the Shrimp Pistol. So subscribe if you want to see more Escape from Tarkov or other FPS videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about the Shrimp for budget running. And thanks for watching.
О, кепка ебаная! Ебашу на кипарика! Да вот! Вон он ебашь его! Понятно! Пожрать бы, конечно, не помешало. Ну что, неплохой день, господа. Нормально, нормально, живем, пацаны. На, блядь, жри тут! Ты чё там, бля, вопишь, упырь? Вон он, сука! Нормально, нормально, живем, пацаны. А ты пизду! На, вон он, блядь, ебашь его! А, вот тут, короче, друган мой бывал точно. Пошли нахрен! Да ладно, шучу, я шучу, погнали.
Да хули вы!
Сука, засрал мне все штаны, Арманивая, сука, ты чё?
Ну и что, нормально?
Друган, мы бывал точно.
Да к барыгам, короче. Потом к бабам.
Кому тут пизды?
Сука ты, блядь!
На, блядь, жри, сука!